Okay, welcome to this meeting, which is geared towards understanding how our community is experiencing our Summer Streets program, which features closure of University Avenue to traffic and portions of California Avenue also to traffic. And so we have a host of city staff here to answer any questions and provide updates. My name is Rachel Tanner, and I'm Assistant Director of Planning and Development Services. And I'll ask the others who are here to introduce themselves, starting with Ed, and then just going around to say who's here.
Very good. Ed Shikata, City Manager.
Kara Apple, City Manager's Office.
At least in the order I'm going, I'm next. Philip Kami, Chief Transportation Official. This is like the Brady Bunch here.
Holly Boyd, Assistant Director of Public Works.
Rob George, City Manager's Office.
And then we have Darren Yamoto and Nellie Baum, who are here helping us with technical assistance. Thank you, Nellie and Darren. So we're just going to provide a few updates about the Summer Streets program. It continues on, and we are going to be going to City Council on August 10th at their August 10th City Council meeting to give an update and to discuss things such as possibly extending some of the street closures, for example, and other provisions as COVID-19 pandemic unfortunately continues on. And we want to make sure we can still be responsive to what's happening in the world that obviously affects our community and our county. We are also looking forward to understanding and being able to interpret new rules that go into effect from the county. Also working, I guess, with the governor's office around what can open, when can things open in the county. So as you know, those change minute to minute and day to day. So we're keeping a close eye on new directives about how things can open in a more safe manner and how the city can be responsive to those. I'll open the floor for my other colleagues to provide any updates if they have any regarding Summer Streets that they want the community to be aware of.
And if I might just chime in also to note that for the public, we will do these updates every couple of weeks. And this is an opportunity as we're recording to post questions that can be, first, again, we'll be recording this broadcast as well as receiving questions from the community. So at any time at your pleasure, be happy to take your questions, note them in a chat, and we'll follow up for public dissemination. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Philip, do you have any updates about traffic or anything that you'd like to share? And then Holly, if there's anything from Public Works, we'll go to you next.
Yes, I do have some updates. Thank you. Last time I spoke at this meeting, I believe that we had mentioned some data collection efforts that are going, we're going to be starting, and they have now commenced and are occurring. We haven't been able to start analyzing the speed, volume, and classification data that we've collected, but we will be soon. But along with that, we've also expanded our collection effort to doing bike and ped and counting people that are actually out there. So we have 12 collection efforts that are happening, or 12 people collecting data per week, essentially, at different points. So that's one thing to share. Another thing I want to share that I want to thank everyone for doing is using the garage as your parking, your free parking opportunity. So we've seen a pretty big shift of people that were parking in the RPPs and have likely shifted to parking in the garages where we've encouraged it. We've also put up free parking signage to indicate that there's free parking in the garage. But once again, I'll share the message. Please, if you're heading to one of the downtown districts, California Avenue or University Avenue, please park in the garages where there is a plentiful amount of available parking for free. So with that, I'll turn it over to whoever would like to speak next.
We'll pass it off to Holly. Holly, if there's any information from Public Works you'd like to share.
I don't have too many updates. We continue to maintain the closures on the University Avenue and California Avenue areas. We're still processing mini parklets and outdoor dining applications. They have kind of petered off a little bit, but we have a lot of opportunities out there for restaurants and other businesses. So I just encourage you to continue visiting those downtown and California Avenue business areas.
Great.
So just in terms of statistics, if you don't mind, Holly, I think downtown we're probably up close to 10 or maybe even more than 10 businesses that are either complete or underway with parklets. Is that correct? Then in California Avenue, I know that it's a different environment altogether, but is that correct in terms of downtown?
Yeah, downtown we have about, we've had 22 applications received. They're in various stages of review. We have about eight built right now. Overall, for sidewalk dining, we've received over 50 applications. So it's very popular.
Yes, so great. So if any members of the community have not been downtown recently, come on down. You've got an entirely different environment now with quite a bit of sidewalk dining and in-street dining throughout the downtown area.
Great.
Thank you, Holly.
And then if you do, members who are watching this recording of the public, there is also an online survey at cityofpaloalto.org/summer streets. You can find a survey there that you can take and report just how your experience was visiting one of these summer streets. And again, we'd love to hear feedback about them. Or if you even visited a parking lot that perhaps is offering outdoor dining or a parklet elsewhere in the city, please consider commenting on how your experience was and what you thought about it. It all helps us to prepare to speak with our council members about how we can continue to enhance the dining and retail environment going forward. I do see that we had one person join us, which is Nancy Kupal. Nancy, you are one attendee, so welcome to you. If you do have any comments you'd like to make, we welcome you to ask them. Either I think you can raise your hand or the Q&A, and if you just want to listen, that's fine too. I think we may be close to concluding already, just because we have given our updates, which you just heard recently, and don't have any other questions, but don't want to cut you off, Nancy, if you have anything you'd like to add.
I do have one other comment just to share again with the public is we have had ongoing conversations with businesses about possibly making adjustments to where the closures are, potentially making some adjustments both on University Avenue, on California Avenue, and side streets, Birch, Ramona, Emerson, Bryan. And so at this point, I would just share that those are ongoing conversations. There have been no decisions made as to making any changes to the closures or the times and days of the closures. So stand by, and as additional information is available, we'll share, and certainly we'll invite feedback on any proposed changes.
Okay, great. Well, if there are any updates, Kara or Rob, if there's anything you want to add, I know folks can look forward if they may see you out and about, walking around and talking to businesses. You may also see folks on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays counting the number of pedestrians and visitors to downtown. So you may even see me with my mask on, counting folks. So wave at us if you see us. We're just trying to see how busy it gets at different times throughout the week. And if there's nothing else, we'll close this meeting.
All right, very good. Thank you all very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.